just arrived in Bournemouth. Sarah's in renting the car, or getting the car rental sorted. Flight was pretty easy. Well, so yeah, still 2 days out, so weighed in 82.3, so new weight, new low weight. I'll post some photos here. Lighting was a bit poor this morning when I was doing my check-in photos, but again, when you rely on the sun and you live in Scotland, it's going to happen. So far I've split meal 2 into 2 meals, so rather than getting 5 meals through the day, I get 6, purely because it's a long day with travelling and stuff, and on my feet a lot. So rather than having 100 grams of rice with my fish meal, I've split that with 50-gram jasmine rice, and then another meal of 50 grams cream rice. So yeah. So we have just arrived in Bournemouth. We're in the rental car.
Fancy, yeah.
So while she gets
acquainted
to the car, so yeah, so 82.3 kilo this morning. I'll post my posing video now. Here. So the last push into today has been pretty fucking brutal. Highest cardio's been on the trot, all prep.
To the route shown.
Sorry.
And then the lowest food's ever been, this prep. So 70 grams of carbs. 70 grams of carbs per day, which in terms of actual food amount equates to dust. It equates to fuck all. But I look significantly better from the Scottish. A lot tighter through the hams, a lot tighter and harder through the glutes. And then the upper body lines are just a lot more prominent. They're a lot harder looking, which is good. And feeling less excited for this show, which is good. I think the excitement I had for the Scottish also attributed to some nerves and the fact I'd not been on stage for so long. So now the cobwebs should be all dusted off, which is good, because this is a bigger show. So today is just about kind of getting set up for the next couple of days. Athlete registration and tanning is tomorrow night, so I'll have most of tomorrow to just chill. As today's the last training day, so we're gonna go Airbnb first. Airbnb first, and then we're gonna go Asda. Get you in the shot. We're gonna go Asda, get all the food I need for the weekend, couple of days.
Yeah. Time concentrating.
Yeah, and then
Fucking huge car.
Get to it. But yeah. So just wrapped up the last session before the show. One of the promoters of the show, Ryan Perford, Primitive Gym on Instagram, he is kind enough to let all the competitors use the gym. So it's quite cool actually, because I've been following himself and kind of that gym for a while, seeing videos of Jordan Peters training out there, Harry Harris. I've seen videos of my old coach Luke training out there, so it's quite cool doing my last session in a gym that I've kind of been following for a while. So just an upper body pump session, 3 sets, 6 sets for each body part, 3 sets as one, and then next. So a straight arm pull down.
300 yards, leave the roundabout at the second exit and then follow the A3040.
It was the 3 sets straight arm pull down, 3 sets chest press, 3 sets shoulder press, 3 sets curl, 3 sets push down, and then I did 4 sets of rows on an upper back, 2 sets on upper back one, 2 sets lat focused.
Exit and then follow the A3040.
I don't know how to do that.
And then it's fine. And then pec deck, 3 sets, side raise, lateral raise,
Please take the second exit to
30 sets.
38 Bournemouth.
Have we turned it down?
There'll be a volume, but
Yeah.
I just can't read.
But yeah, It was a nice little pump session, and then got some photos for the El Jefe Andy after, and it's I'm not feeling full yet at all, really. I feel like the food's kind of, being honest, I feel like the food's kind of sitting in my stomach rather than going through, but I don't know if it's a matter of not drinking enough water that I should have today, and traveling and kind of just being a bit stressed. So it's 6:15 now.
The fuck?
Got post-workout meal to eat, and then my steak and potatoes. So I'm gonna take a big gap between those meals to let my stomach just digest and settle, and then I'll sip on some just plain water tonight. No sweeteners, no nothing like that. And then probably have like couple mugs of herbal tea.
Peppermint and licorice.
Yeah, that's a good one. Picked up a peppermint and licorice one the other day. Lovely stuff. But yes, I'm definitely the leanest and hardest I've looked. Even Sarah was like, "What the fuck?" Mm-hmm. She was taking the video photos for Andy, so I'll post that now. But yeah, fucking Bournemouth's muggy as fuck. Can't be fucked with. I don't like it. Not that I'm a fan of Scottish weather, because anyone that's been to Scotland knows that the weather's shit. But I just can't handle humidity. It makes me irritable.
You're telling me.
It's uncomfortable.
Oh, my belly's out.
It's just shite. Don't know how people do it.
You go to the ocean and swim in the water.
Yeah. Not doing that, sadly. Anyway, potentially film some stuff later tonight.
Where's the task?
So, it is Friday. We're a day out from the show. I've done fuck all today. It's been quite nice, as this week's been busy and it's stressed my little head a little bit. So today, checked in with Andy, went a bit of a walk in the morning just to kind of get going, and then just sat about eating my meals. Exact same food as yesterday. I have been getting a little bit of bloating. Andy reckons it's not a lack of sodium, but lower sodium level, so that will be fixed later on after my last meal, or with my last meal. It's something I didn't even think about. I clearly salt my food a lot more at home, and ironically, when I've been eating my meals, I have been thinking to myself, these aren't as salty as they usually are, so that makes more sense.
Can't see that mirror.
Camera's too big. Anyway, is that better?
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, off to get the base coat done. Ooh, okay. Bumpy roads. Off to get the base coat done. Hopefully it makes my white self not so white, and should bring my physique a bit more of a pop. And then register, get weighed in. I did just weigh myself before we left, and I was 86.5 kilo. So making weight isn't going to be tough. I think that puts me around about 189 pounds off the top of my head. Christ. And then yeah, got one more meal to have, and then send Andy some photos, and then an early night, because it's a 5 AM start to get the boss photos and a bit of a check-in, and I'll prep my food for the day based around the plan we've put in place, or he's put in place. But yeah, one thing I will say is Bournemouth is humid as fuck. and I'm really not a fan. I think I said that last time when I was filming stuff on my phone. Really not a fan. Ironically, I bought a rechargeable USB fan, and it's easily one of the best things I've purchased this prep. So fucking handy, especially considering the last show I was literally said to Sarah, I wish I had a fan backstage. So now I do. But yeah, hopefully see some of Bournemouth as of tomorrow after the show. My mum's coming down with her partner, my stepdad type of situation. So it'd be nice to spend some time with them on Saturday, and then probably go a big walk in the morning, Sunday morning, and it's back down to baseline diet food as of Sunday, because we're going again next weekend. Not as stressed for that one as I am for this one. The flying, it just stresses me out. Obviously the dates just lined up well, but even if we did the Graftism last weekend, probably still would have had to fly down, come down via aeroplane. So that's just a matter of just managing my stress better going into shows. In terms of like packing and everything, nailed that. It was something I was a bit wary of, because as soon as we landed we went straight to Asda and just got a bit of a smallish food shop for the couple of days we're here. Yeah, enjoyed today more than I did yesterday. Yesterday was a fucking long, busy, stressful day, and it shows in my physique. The photos from yesterday, I had a little peek over this morning, and I was just looking at them and just like, I just look, you can tell from my face, pardon me, that I just look stressed. But yeah, excited for tomorrow, excited to mix up with some of the big lads. Seen Mark Joyce yesterday in the gym, and I think he's going to be the front runner for winning the super heavies, and to be fair, the overall. I don't know who else is doing the show, but I'm excited. Last weekend's Graftism was, I think, the biggest show for bodybuilding of the year, so I'm very excited for this weekend. I'm hoping some of the guys that competed last weekend compete this weekend, but we shall see. Regardless, I'll be bringing a better package to Bournemouth as I did compared to the Hamilton show, and a lot of more like things learned, stress management, sodium, for example. All these little things that you can take away from it, and allows me to fine tune how I approach shows and even peaking clients, and it's all information, it's all experience, which is all very, very, very beneficial. So yeah. A little bit of racism there. I wonder if the mic got that. But yeah. So, just been, barely I should tell, just been tanned, just one coat. It'll most likely get darker overnight. I just need to make sure I don't drip in sweat overnight. So far, because I've never competed with two bros, absolute fucking stellar service. I was just saying to Sarah, I get really anxious going down to shows when I don't know anyone, and as much as I like that feeling, because it reminds me of when I was 16 and I didn't have a fucking clue. It gets me excited. It does come with a lot of unknowns, which then turn into anxiety. So it was nice having that whole process, registering, weighing in, getting a tan, everyone really lovely. It does make a difference. It does make a difference. Yeah, so now we need to pop to Asda. Gotta get steak for tomorrow, more salt, jam, and going to get some dark soy sauce because I think that'll help with the lack of sodium. And then just chill for the rest of the night. Most likely put on another film. That film we watched last night was shit. I'm sorry.
It was awful. But, like, there were some funny parts, but it was not the best. I wouldn't recommend it. That film was a fucking liability.
Yeah. So the film on Netflix is called The Hitman's Apprentice. But then when my good woman here IMDb'd it, is it IMDb?
Yeah, IMDb.
IMDb.
International Movie Database.
It came up as the
Liability.
The Liability. Tim Roth.
Which is a better name for it.
Yeah, Tim Roth and Jack O'Connell, I'm sure. It was alright. Like, the acting wasn't shit. It was just, like, all over the place in terms of the storyline. But we'd seen it and we were like, oh, that looks quite good. Let's watch that when we've got a chill night. I feel like it was a wasted hour and a half. Like a crap film.
It was, but we were both too tired to really care, so it's not too bad. It's not an hour and a half wasted.
But we did watch Man of Fire this morning. Classic Denzel.
Can't work an electric handbrake, sorry.
Watched Man of Fire this morning. Classic Denzel film. And then Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, which is an absolute fucking classic film. Though now TV, you gotta sort out your descriptions, because you bunch of lefty liberals with your this may offend someone.
No, this film has outdated opinions and may offend some people or something like that.
I mean, I think they're relating to the monkey eating brain scene.
Really?
Probably. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no racism in it. Yeah, just someone eating a brain. Like, get over it.
I'm offended by it.
It's only a monkey. Oh, shut up. No, you're not. Anyway, pop Dazda, get this last meal and send photos to El Jefe, the boss, and just chill. I'm gonna have another peppermint tea because that's not peppermint. It is peppermint, licorice and peppermint.
Yeah, peppermint and licorice.
Yeah. Fuck. This tan's definitely not dry. Yeah, licorice and peppermint tea. Absolutely stellar herbal tea. It's my old man coming out to play.
Old mum. Sorry.
Talking about herbal teas. But yeah. Hopefully see some Bournemouth tomorrow and Sunday. But that's it for now. So it is show day. Annoyingly I slipped in by 30 minutes. But the show must go on. So just sent Andy photos. 85.5. So I'm about a kilo heavier than the Scottish, but significantly tighter. I'll put the photo here. So just had my sups, my 200ml water, having my black coffee. And then I'm gonna prep because I'm a bit behind my meals. So I'm gonna prep my meals now. I'm gonna make my cream rice that I'll have backstage now and my chicken meal. By the time that's done, my cream rice that I've just made now will cool down and my steak will be ready. So just 3 meals before we go on stage. Steak and cream rice now, chicken and rice about 8, half 8, and then my cream rice before stage. So all systems is go. Restricting water. I didn't piss that much last night. I was only up peeing like 3 times. So nothing too major. Oh, I'm looking a lot harder. a lot harder through the legs here compared to the Scottish. So very, very, after looking at these photos, I'm very, very fucking excited to get on stage and do the damn thing. So yeah, check in a bit.
Coach Stephen Mill.
Come on, Kieran! Good, Kieran. Nice, Kieran, come on. Nice, good. Nice, Kieran, that's good.
And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking
Nice,
without speaking, and no one dared disturb the
Nice. Good.
of silence.
Thank you, Kieran. In 5th place, competitor 16, Nabil Gando. 4th place, competitor 37, Kieran Mill.
Woo!
3rd place, competitor 35, Samuel Astor. Silver position, 2nd place, goes to competitor 39, Roman Schmentek. And your winner of Open Light Heavyweight goes to competitor 36, Chris Jones. Pose for the camera, guys.
Nice.
Just hold that pose. And the winner on his own.
Yes.